What's good is your boy J Pyro. Welcome to the channel, my fellow radicals. Like, share, subscribe, comment, thumb it down. I don't care, you watched it anyway. This is my reaction review to Mortal Kombat 2. And before I get into it, I want to say this. Shout out to the people who know the story of the lore, the fighting games, of everything. It's why we don't listen to critics. I see that the score bumped up on Rotten Tomatoes, but other than that, I really don't put my stock in critics. I really don't. So I actually watched it twice. I watched it the first time, then I went back and watched it again so I could catch if I missed anything. I'm not gonna do any spoilers. I will say this. I'll give y'all hints, but I'm not giving you spoilers because you need to go watch the movie if you want to watch it. So first off, they and I got the window open, so the air is coming in, so you'll hear cars going up and down the street. So my apologies. First off, they fixed a lot of the stuff from the first movie. Second, the pacing of the movie. Get to the fights. If you've been a fan of the games and you know the storyline of the games, I hear people talking about the story and the fights. My personal opinion, the storyline is there. If you know the lore of the games, you watch the first movie, you're going into the tournament in the second movie. You already know what's up. I love how they had the fights, how they set the fights up. A lot of what they showed us in the trailers and TV spots didn't give much away. We got enough to be like, oh, an appetizer, and then you got the full course meal when you saw it. I love how they did that. Also, I hear a lot of talk about Cole and Kenshi. I don't see him as Kenshi. I'm just gonna say that. It'd be cool. He could play that. I saw an interview with him talking about he played Kung Jin on I want to say it was Legacy Season 3, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Because that never came out. And he talked about how he played Kung Jin and something and it didn't come out. I will say this though. They fixed they fixed a lot of stuff. And I could see Cole being like a scorpion or something like that. That's online. That's a rumor. We don't know. Go watch the movie. Also, that being said, I love how they had the stages in the movie. To see the blue portal, to see the Deadpool, that stage, to see the stage with the spikes, just to see this live in the theater, like to see this live is like wow. Um, I like how they tapped into a lot of the Mortal Kombat 11 storyline with the Revenants and MKX. I like how they tapped into like the newer stuff too with the Revenant stuff. I like how even with the fight choreography, like you could tell who actually the fights were good. All the fights were good. Like 2, 3, 4 minute fights. I love how they paced everything. It ain't a bunch of filler, ain't too much. They're talking, but it's like to the next. I like how they would have everybody appear in different arenas. It reminded me of Mortal Kombat Legacies. You know what I'm saying? If you saw the web series, I love that. I suggest watch it. Legacies is dope. It's a different take on the series, but it's dope. I love only thing I didn't like about the movie, and I ain't talking about the cheesy jokes. Yes, it's cheesy. It didn't take itself serious. I'm not tripping on that. There was a lot of things in the movie. There was some characters I wish would have had some fights in it. Um, there was some characters I wish it could have seen more of. Other than that, I wasn't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not gonna talk about the fight that you could tell they were telling a story during the fight, because honestly, to me, it's more than one. And I even see little spoilers on Reddit, but when you watch the movie, it's like, that didn't happen. So I avoided a lot of that. So when I watched the movie, I went and read some stuff, and I made my comment without giving nothing away. Anybody that's asking what's going on, go watch the movie or whatever. I'm telling you, like, way better than the first one. Do I think it's better than the one from '95? No. Nothing beats the OGs. Just like they can be dope in their own right, but the OG movie was just different, bro. The OG movie was so close to the games in a way, just like this one. This one, I love how they had the characters doing their special moves and things like that. And I love how they incorporated it into the movie. I love how even the stage fatalities. Some people say two, but I kind of see two or three. I'm not giving nothing away. And also, I love that there's three coming, part three. It's just gonna be dope to see how far or which route they take with part three. So I know the movie's gonna do well. We haven't had a good fight movie in a long time. I will say this too. I watched the Street Fighter trailer also. I'm gonna just say this. I'm excited to see what they do. I love how they got it close. I love how these movies got so close to the game. And also the Furious. I can't wait to see the Furious. It reminded me so much of Old Boy, the Raid, 1 and 2. But this is Mortal Kombat 2, so I might have to put those in the title also. But yeah, I can't wait to see what it is, bro. Like, I can't wait. So very fun movie to watch. I was satisfied. And like I said, the only gripes I had about the movie is I wish there was some fighters that you got to see them really do stuff. You got to really see them move. Some of the fighters, they didn't do all of their abilities, but it is what it is. I may do a spoiler review later. I may not. I don't know. But yeah, that was my take on Mortal Kombat 2. Go watch it. If you got any questions or speculations about it, watch it for yourself. Don't go on people's hype. And I appreciate the people that actually know the storyline and know what's going on instead of just doing their own whatever, which that's fine, but know what you're talking about if you're going to do that. That way, you're not lost in the sauce. Like, I appreciate people who do reviews on stuff, and it goes back to the critics. I never put my stock on whatever a critic says. I never put my stock on any others. That's why I wanted to wait to do it myself, do my own. And I wasn't planning on doing no kind of reaction to movies or nothing, because I'm still healing and all of that. But it is what it is. That's my take, and I don't care. I stand on it. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, comment, thumb it down. I don't care, you watched it anyway. Barcode, believe, achieve, receive, kindle, overcome, dedicate. Thank you, Jesus. Just thought about something. You will succeed, and knowledge is power. Mortal Kombat. But yeah, barcode, believe, achieve, receive, kindle, overcome, dominate, elevate, all that good stuff. Bless my fellow radicals. Salute.